to see you here today. I am going to respond to a comment that was left on last week's video from Deb Briggs. And yeah, thank you for the questions. And I thought I should just do a video and answer them instead of typing it. I think some of the understanding could be lost in text versus actually speaking to you. So we'll do that. If you're new here, hello, my name's Audrey. This is my second YouTube channel where we're just chit-chatting. We talk about everything under the sun except any crimes. Those happen on the other channel. Completely different vibe over there. But if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. You should know ahead of time, I am a psychic. I am psychic. That's just what I am. This is not a psychic channel, but it's a big part of my life, and I come at life most of the time with some of my abilities that come into play, or lack thereof. That's happened as well. It's like something bad happens. It's like, where were you? Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you tell me not to do this, or the truth about that? Whatever. Okay, so Deb Briggs, no relation. We don't think we're related, but we don't think we're related. So anyway, Deb, thanks for the questions. My computer's over here, so I'm just going to be looking over this way. So Deb mentioned my neighbors next door regarding their dogs. Remember the dogs next door? So now there's the pit bull and the Doberman outside. They don't go inside. And I don't think I don't think she's a foster mom. I don't think they're fostering those dogs, or even just the one dog. I hate that she doesn't let those two dogs in the house. I try and talk to them when I go out to move the garbage cans, because they always come when we put the garbage cans away on the side of the house, or when we throw any garbage out there. Those two dogs are always out there, and I don't want them coming after me or my family. In my opinion, dogs that are left like that outside and don't have any interaction with the kids of the house or the parents or anybody else in the home, I think they get kind of territorial, I think. And I don't want to be a part of that. So I always talk to one of the dogs. I always talk to her and just talk sweet to her. I might get some little doggy bones or something and give those to the dogs once in a while. But okay, anyway. Debbie's asking, do I remember everything when a spirit is in my body? Yes, Debbie, I do. So when a spirit, let's just say, now, because I'm talking about spirits will probably come in. That's just how it works. They're like, oh, she's open for business. Let's go in and see. Let's go look around. Is there anything we want? Okay, I can feel them in here. I feel them in here. And I've been having ghost activity in my house. A couple days ago, I was sitting here typing, working on my book. Johnny was asleep. Ben and Chase were not home. It was 10 o'clock at night. And the TV at the other end of the house, in the dining room, kitchen area, that turned on really, really loud. It did scare me at first. And it was Bob Barker, which is a show I do watch, the old Bob Barker. It is a show I watch almost every day. It's on 24/7. And it was on really loud. But that wasn't the show I had just been watching. I had been on Netflix. So, if the TV somehow turned itself back on or reloaded and went back to the app it had been on, it doesn't make sense to me. It had to be a spirit. And then something happened the next day with the pantry door in my kitchen kind of swung open. It's not a swing and open kind of door. It doesn't move. You open it, it stays there. You close it halfway, it stays there. It doesn't move on its own, but it swung open. And the cats can't do that. I have 4 cats. And even among the 4 cats, something like that, it just doesn't make sense the way the door opens. So anyway, I do have spirits here. And my eyelashes are falling. Sorry. Okay, so when a spirit comes in my body, I typically get full body chills. So the spirit may start out over here around me somewhere, and they don't give me warning. They just do it. They just get in, and so um, the only physical response my body has is the chills. I attribute that to the energies exchanging and coming in and moving around and stuff like that. It is not like a possession. I do not get possessed from the spirit. They don't take over my body. It feels very personal. It's like the spirit saying, I'm going to get in you so that you can fully understand me and feel my emotions of when I was alive and when this situation happened. And let's cut to the chase. Let's just get down to it, basically. It's a quicker, more intense interaction with spirit versus a spirit who's just kind of hanging out around me, chit-chatting. Both very helpful and get lots of information from. But when the spirit does get in me, yeah, I remember everything just as I would remember anything else, which, my memory's not great. I'm 57. And, but it's not like I don't remember the situation. So, yes, I do remember. Oh, so Debbie's saying, she's asking me if there's anybody else around me, because any other spirits around me, because I did say in the last video, that sometimes when I'm channeling someone, I take on their appearance, I take on their mannerisms, I take on their voice, something identifiable from the person I'm sitting here doing the reading with. And I know when I do that, because it's like, oh my God, I don't talk like that, or I don't do my hands and in a certain way, or whatever the similarity might be. And so it's the other person I'm sitting with. Typically that'll say, oh my God, that is exactly how my dad act. Or, that's how my dog would jump around, because I like to imitate whatever I'm channeling. Yes, lots of animals do come in for readings. They do a lot. They are humans too. They are. So when someone's in my body and I'm channeling them, where is my spirit guide? Where are the other entities? Honestly, I've never thought about it, but typically my spirit guides are right here. One of them, I just call her a her. I call her a she. She just has she relates to me in a feminine way, so I refer to her as a she. There's no gender on the other side, but that's how I feel she's talking to me. And then, of course, Diana, Princess of Wales, how many years has she spent hanging out with me? A lot. And that's going to be in the book. I'm wrapping up the book. Well, I shouldn't say I'm wrapping it up, but it is coming along, and it's pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. But if Diana's here with me, she'll stay here with my spirit guide. But when I'm channeling someone, whether they're over here or in my body, I kind of don't notice anything else in the world. I don't notice these guys hanging out, and typically all other spirits will leave. It's just this thing that how I see it and how I interact with the spirits is it's one at a time. Now, let's say I have a couple. I have this couple that comes to mind. They were African American when they were here. I don't remember whose relative, who I was talking to. I don't know who these two people belong to. I think maybe a teacher at Johnny's old school. I think these were her parents. So the wife, they're both gone, husband and wife. The husband's sitting in his dark brown TV chair in front of the TV, and he's just like, I don't care, whatever. You talk to who you want. It doesn't matter. Tell them I said hi, whatever. And then the lady, the wife, she's like, like this guy, he does the same thing now that he did when we were alive, and he doesn't care. And and we were alive. This is what he did. And, um, he's the same kind of person. But when she's talking to me, he's not in my, he's not in my reach. And when he's talking, she's not in my reach. So sometimes I'll have like a barrage of spirits. Let's say I have three different spirits. They're like, me, I want to talk first. I want to talk next. I want to talk. Please, please. I'm the grandmother. I'm the mother. I want to talk first. Um, they decide that. So sometimes I have to give them a second to decide who's first. They work it out on the other side, and then that one person will step forward. The other ones disappear. After I talk to that first person, sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Usually they'll wait around for a little bit, but sometimes, it's different every time. Even like my friend that I talk to on a monthly basis, it's different every single time we chat. So we've been doing readings for 5 years on a monthly basis. So I love this because it's taught me and continues to teach me a lot about how my gift works with spirits and stuff. So I don't want to say there's a hierarchy on the other side, but there's a lot of respect and importance. So maybe this person over here needs to go first because they have something that maybe is going to protect you, save your life, something super, super important to tell you. And then the other two, the second and third people, they can wait till later, or maybe another reading or something. They'll come back and go, oh well, yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Not as important as what grandma told you, but this is still interesting for the person to know. I hope all that makes sense. It's hard because a lot of it I just don't understand myself. I'm not afraid when I do it. I honestly get very excited when I get the full body chills, because to me that means that the spirit, whoever it is, trusts me. I'm not here to lie and make up stories and make you feel good. I mean, I want you to feel good, but I'm here to give you the information your loved ones want you to have. Right now in my book, I'm writing about a teacher who was like a father to me. And when he died, it was just shocking, but I was out of the closet and full blown doing psychic stuff. And I wanted him to come in, and I wanted him to come in, and I thought he came into me. And I remember because I was getting into my car, taking Johnny for a drive, and this was in San Jose, and something didn't fit right. It didn't feel 100% like him. It didn't feel like my teacher. But I was hearing that it was. It ended up being not my teacher, but some sort of imposter. And it worried me that it was some sort of demonic imposter. And I've had that happen only a couple times where I feel a negative energy trying to trick me into thinking it's my loved one. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is your problem? Why do you want to come in and be a problem? I'm obviously going to know this mean, evil entity is not my loved one or your loved one, because it just doesn't work that way. So it's like I have to disconnect, tell them to get out, and then I will cleanse myself, my energy. Saging works fine, but I'm asthmatic and I don't want smoke in my house, and I don't want smoke in my hair. I can't stand that. So I have a lot of different sprays. You can buy sage spray, Palo Santo. That one works amazingly. Palo Santo, as you say it in English, Palo Santo. That's amazing. You can get that on Amazon. Spray, candles are good too. Anything with that fragrance in it. The energy of the tree, the Palo Santo tree, it's the energy within the makeup of the tree that gets transferred into the oils or the sprays or the lotions or the candles or whatever. So that's how it works there. So I will cleanse myself and everything around me, and then when this happened to me, I just waited a couple days before trying to connect with my teacher again. And yeah, and he did come through, and I think he's here right now because right now, I'm writing about his chapter in my book, and it's painful. It's very painful, and I miss him. It was such a weird thing that happened. I'll tell you basically what happened was in the 60-second version is I used to see this man on a regular basis. He's the one that taught me how to play musical instruments growing up, and I went on to play in a symphony orchestra. I taught myself how to play other instruments, and I was just very successful with my own music in, just at home and doing small. This is spirit. This is spirit. This is Mr. Tyler coming in. Anyway, my dad was not around. My dad's been a nightmare my whole life. And anyway, I would see Mr. Tyler on a regular basis, and I hadn't seen him for a while. And I asked my dad, because my dad, this is interesting. I'm not going to give it all away, but I'll just say I asked my dad, have you seen Mr. Tyler lately? My dad's like, no, I haven't seen him for like a week. And then like another week went by, and I said, have you seen him? Have you seen him at the bagel shop? Have you guys talked or anything? And my dad's like, no. And it was a Sunday, and I was getting gas at the gas station on the corner of Burnell Road and Santa Teresa in South San Jose. And this is not a gas station I normally go to. And I pull in, and I see Mr. Tyler right next to me at the next pump over. And I kind of, not scream, but yell. I'm like, oh my God, Mr. Tyler, I've been so worried. He's here. He's acknowledging me. I said, I've been so worried. I thought you died. No one knew where my dad says he hasn't seen you. And I've been so worried you weren't around, and just kind of disappeared. And he starts laughing, and he walks over to me. And he just gives me a big hug, and he died that night. And I feel like I killed him because I said, I was worried you died. I was so worried that he was dead. And he died that night. He was going to Santa Cruz for the day. He was in his little convertible car. The top was down. And I got a call the next morning at school, my school. He worked at the school next to mine. Again, all in the book. There's a lot of details. It's a lot of entwined years and years and years of relationship and stuff. And my mom told me I was at school, and she goes, I have something bad to tell you. And I go, hold on, let me go in the back room. Because, normally I'm right there in the office with the kids and stuff. So I put her on hold, and I went to the back room, teacher's lounge. And she gets on the phone, and she said, Mr. Tyler died. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe in. I couldn't breathe out. I couldn't exhale. I couldn't inhale. I felt my knees collapse. I think I screamed because I remember people in the staff lounge going like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? Which, that's a common thing. People often ask what's wrong with me, but just in general, because it's me. I still can't believe it. I sometimes question, did I kill him? Did I somehow? And it's like, no, that's not possible. But wait, I need to know. I need more information on this. Now, I know it wasn't an accident seeing him at the gas station that day. I know that was not an accident. In fact, that was a gift for me to be able to say goodbye to him. I didn't know, neither of us knew at the time it was a goodbye. But my question for myself is, did I know psychically, did I know he was ill and I wasn't putting two and two together? But the reason he was away or not in town wasn't because he was ill. But after he died, I found out he had heart problems and he just didn't want to deal with it. And he was tired of going to the doctor. He didn't want to take pills and stuff. And he's like a professional trumpet player. And that's all he cared about. He did not want to be taking medication and stuff. And I guess his wife, his second wife, was just so incredibly mad at him for dying because he could have prevented it. But did I know? Was that something I should have taken more note of? I mean, I was worried sick for the man that he hasn't been around. But it's so interesting the way the world works and the way, more importantly, how the divine works, how spirit works, how God works, the universe, however you define the powers that be. It was a wild ride with this man in a good way. And the way he ended up being friends with my dad, who was absent and is absent now and out of my life. Life is hard. That's it. Life is hard, you guys. But we have to keep going. We have to keep going. And that's why it's so important for me to, number one, write this book, and two, when I do readings for people, they feel like I feel right now. They feel worse than I feel right now. They cry most of the time, they cry and stuff. And it's like, if I can provide even one little bit of information that will help relieve your angst and your hurt, knowing how it all ended or the messages from the loved one, it's everything. It's everything. We all need tools. We need tools to survive this life and last as long as we can. And a lot of times the tools are each other. And that's why I'm on YouTube. And, a lot of people on my other channel give me shit for being psychic, and they say mean things to me. But it's like, you know what? They don't know. They're naive. They're ignorant. They just don't know. They don't understand. And I can't get mad at them for that. I just get frustrated, like, oh God, I bet if I met with you, I could change your mind. But that's not what I try and do. I'm not trying to change your mind, but anyway, that's where we're at. As far as everything else going on, everything's good. I took Johnny to the doctor Friday. The doctor said he was missing a bunch of shots, which he wasn't. I just had to print out his old immunizations from his doctors in San Jose, and so that was fine. And then he had to get a TB test for school for this new day program that he's getting, and he didn't even flinch. It was, thank God, it was so easy to do. Kittens are doing well. They're all vomiting all over each other. I hate it. I mean, it's not like constant, but it's a lot. I don't know. I mean, we keep track of their food and their health and water intake. I mean, they're a lot of work. We make sure they're all brushed and feel special and not neglected or ignored. With 4 cats, it could be a little challenging. It's mostly the older 2 cats who really need the mama time, and chase time with my husband and Ben, my son. So the cats are all doing well. I don't think I have a lot going on this week. I know I have eyelashes, probably Thursday or Friday. And yeah, I just ordered a pair of pants from Amazon and my husband just came and threw the package at me. And I opened the package and I'm like, a blue shirt? Nope, I ordered black pants. Thank you very much, Amazon. Now I have to go to Kohl's to return this shirt. It happens. It's all right. But other than that, yeah, just continuing to go day to day to day. Sometimes it feels like there's never going to be anything happy again in your life. You got to keep going because it comes. And I make the decision every day to just thoroughly enjoy my time with my loved ones here, and including the cats. It's like, we're renting this house, and it's like, as much as I want my own home so I can fully decorate and, you know, fill my soul with that goodness, um, I force myself to remember the time is the time. I'm not going to wait for a house to be happy. I'm choosing to be happy today. Like, this is the best day I've ever had in my life. And that's what I tell myself every single day. And, and I think that matters. I think that's helpful. This is Spirit. This is Mr. Tyler. Mr. Tyler, you got to get out of my throat. Oh, goodness. Life is strange, you guys. But I appreciate you. I appreciate your time watching this video today. I hope you have a super great week. Make good choices. Be healthy. Be happy. Be kind. It matters. You matter. And I'll see you guys real soon with another video. Take care, you guys.